that's okay, that's fine. But you can't correct.
So what's our adventure today, Chuck?
Well, Eric, looks like we got a couple of
Gotta be around here.
Yorkies. One's a mix, one's a full-blooded Yorkie, full breed. And they've got a little problem with getting along with one another. Little problem with walking. What I think is they just need some general pack leadership skills. So we're going to go in and see what's going on. Okay?
All right.
All righty.
Okay. Well, I like that shirt. It's a nice shirt.
You like that shirt?
Oh yeah, I
love
it.
it.
Yeah, same here.
How you doing, guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm Dog Whisperer, Big Chuck McBride.
And that one's Bella. She's the one that did the attacking when I called you. She was the one that went after her.
Now notice that Bella is moving backwards, but I'm keeping tension on the leash forward. Okay? This is because she's slightly insecure. So what she doesn't want to do is come over here with me. But I'm not going to give her a choice. I'm going to keep tension on the leash so she can't move backwards. Very important key language when we're dealing with insecure dogs. We cannot let them move backwards. They can only move forward. In their language, that means that the pack leader knows what they're doing by making them move forward and making them not to be afraid in certain situations. So notice that I'm not making any eye contact with the dog, but I'm allowing her to sniff me at her own pace. Notice the resistance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm going to loosen tension. When she tries to move, I correct. Notice what happened right after I corrected. What did she do?
Came right back.
And she did what?
Looked at me.
Well, sniffed you.
Sniffed me.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we wanted, right? We wanted her to sniff. But notice when she sniffed. After she heard in her language not to move away, which was correction with sound and snap correction and energy. Calm energy. Every time she moves, I correct. I normally don't get right into it. I normally have more conversation, but I want to knock this off right in the beginning. Because I'm asking her in her language to sit next to me and not be afraid. I'm letting her know that being afraid endangers the pack. So while she's getting acquainted, we can talk a little bit about dogs.
Okay.
The first thing we have to understand about dogs, right, is they don't understand our language. They don't understand English. We can talk to them all day long in English and they just simply don't understand us. Well, some people say, well, I tell my dog to sit and it sits, so it must understand English. No, what it understands is a one-word syllable, which is very similar to a what?
The noise that you're making.
A noise,
Yeah.
or sound. So when people say, hey little doggy, notice that she flinched when the cameraman moved towards her. I corrected the insecure behavior. So when she moved closer, I'm asking her not to move away from my cameraman. Why isn't she moving away from my cameraman? Because she feels secure with me, because I came in and told her that I was the pack leader and this is how it's going to be from now on. Move a little quicker. Eric, move a little quicker. Now move back. I told her in her language, good job, which is a double pat. You see, when an insecure dog is brought into this world, let me finish about language first. So they don't understand our language. What they do understand very precisely and very clearly is their language, which is touch, sound, and energy. But they have a different psychology too. Their psychology is not our psychology. Our psychology is that from the moment that we're born, we want to lead. We want to be in charge. What did your dad do?
Engineering.
Engineering. Oh, no, not another psychotic engineer. I'm an ex-software engineer, okay? I worked at Jervis B. Webb in virtual engineering till they sold out. Their psychology is different. When you work with your dad, you don't want to just be an engineer, do you? You want to be ahead of the engineers, right? You want to be the boss, right? You want to be the boss, right? It's always nice being the boss. We crawl out of the womb and we look for people to follow us. When I popped out of the womb, I was going like this to the doctor, okay? It's hard for us to understand that dogs are just the opposite of who we are, instinct-wise. From the moment they're born, they're looking for someone to follow. And they don't take correction as correction. They take correction as direction. In other words, how am I able to be with my sister the correct way? The reason that this one can't be with this one is because we haven't shown her how we want her to exist with this guy. Okay? I just told the dog in its language not to jump on the child. Okay? So they have a different language and a different psychology. Step. Okay? They have a different language and a different psychology. So I asked this one to stay here, and I asked this one to stay here. I'm going to ask this one to move back. Did you get that handiwork?
Oh, yeah.
Humans also like to be arrogant.
Yeah.
People always call me arrogant. I don't know. I think I'm confident.
You're very modest. So modest.
You know, modest, humble, dog whisperer, Big Chuck McBride. See, they just wanted someone to tell them how to get along.
Side views in here.
From now on, this is the way they're going to exist. If this one looks at that one, what do we do?
Correction.
What type of corrections are there? There are basically 3 or 4 major corrections.
Sound.
Sound,
Touch.
touch. That's because that's what they were born. Now I'm correcting him because what?
Because
She got up. And she can protest all she wants. Hey. This is rules, boundaries, and limitations, right? Step. I don't get excited. I just bring her right back to where she was. And then I continue on what I'm doing. To get excited in her language, I immediately correct it. I directionally correct all the way back over here. Okay, so this type of behavior, I'm going to bring them over and I'm going to put them down on their side. just like that. See? You put one hand here and one hand here. See all that tension in the legs? That's a little bit of frustration. But you always want to do this calmly, and they're going to fight. And these are Yorkie. Shh. Sit. Shh, shh, shh. Sit. Shh. Shh, shh. No, that's okay. That's fine. Let them go. No, she's correcting, and I'm letting her know that she can't correct. We want this behavior. We want it because we're letting her know that who's the pack leader. We are. Mm-hmm. I asked her to come over here and to sit down. And that's what she's going to do. Sit. 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 Stay. What she's doing is right, but we can't allow it because there's only one pack leader in the house, and that's us. This was twofold. Why? The first thing is we showed this dog that we correct, not you. And we showed this dog that we protect, and we're protecting her from her. So what she did was great, in a sense, if she was in her pack by herself with no humans. Right. But the fact that we run the pack is uncalled for, and it is not allowed for anyone other than human to correct another dog. It's just simple as that. So it's over with. Did we use calm, consistent, and correction when we correct this dog?
Yes.
How?
Follow through.
Follow through. Did it work?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Oh, good. A good submission always ends with this dog staying down when the hands are released. Then we go right back to normal behavior. The fact that I corrected this one, calm, consistent correction, right? Now hopefully we'll get some more reaction from this one. Step. Hi, I'm Dog Whisperer Big Chuck McBride, and I'm here in Fowlerville, Michigan with Jeremy and Don and their two dogs, Lola, and what's the other guy's name?
Bella.
Bella, who had a little problem getting along together, along with walking, along with visitors, and little things like that. But we found out that it wasn't so much about a bunch of symptoms as it was about a root cause, which was a little bit of insecurity and a little bit of dominance. But I could go on forever, so I'm going to let these guys give you a little heads up on what we accomplished today.
Well, today we learned how to walk the dogs properly. Chuck introduced us to the SafeCalm Collar that we used on the girls during our walk today, and it totally turned the walk around. They went from walking in front of us, running around, not listening at all, to walking right next to us, completely calm, not reacting to noises or people or lawnmowers or kids or anything. It was great. They're able to be in the same room together right now without attacking each other and growling. They sit when the doorbell rings, when somebody knocks on the door, when people come in. They're totally different dogs than the ones they were before Chuck got here.
Yes, they are two totally complete different animals. They listen, they
They're
can be in the
calm.
same area together, they can play.
She's so cute.
I'm Dog Whisperer Big Chuck McBride. I'm Dog Whisperer Big Chuck McBride, and thanks for tuning in. And remember, if I can't curb your dog's bad behavior in 30 minutes, I won't charge you a dime.